Good morning. It is Monday, the 28th of October 2019. Thank you for joining us today. In the news, One Basin, Three Nation Conference closed, two-day art gallery on SDGs held in Fort Zeelandia, archaeological find at Shell concession, and youth news program Jeugdjournaal celebrated its 15th anniversary. The three Guyanas should switch to an energy-based sustainable economy. Small and medium-sized companies can play an important role in this matter. Last Thursday, the two-day One Basin, Three Nations conference came to an end in the Royal Ballroom Torarica. Various topics were discussed on dealing with the winning of oil and gas and the role of the government in this process. One Basin, Three Nation is mainly about cooperation between small and medium-sized companies of the three Guyanas. The cohesion between the various businesses is important for this cooperation. Experts gave presentations about the growth opportunities in the gas and oil industry and the role of the government. One of the presenters was Charles Ramson. He gave an explanation based on the four pillars.
Number one is know what you have and what it's worth. Number two is get a good deal. Number three is get your right share of that deal. And number four is don't spend, invest. So those are the four broad pillars that I've built that on, which you can expand a lot more. But that's also built on a bedrock. Those pillars are built on a bedrock, and those bedrocks are the principles like transparency and accountability, free press, your strong and well-run state institutions like your parliament and your judiciary, your executive, and of course an integrity commission so you can prevent corruption.
In connection with the 74th anniversary of the United Nations, a two-day art gallery was opened last Wednesday at Fort Zeelandia. The aim is to bring the Sustainable Development Goals closer to the public with the power of art.
Yes, I think this is, let me say, is not a formal education, it's informal education, but it's very positive because sometimes you have to link what you are hearing and what you are saying. And here, children will come here, they will do the round and they will realize clearly how to link what they are learning at school and what they are looking here. And I think we have the UN volunteer here who will be able to give them some explanation of each sustainable development goal and what efforts are doing by UN agencies to reach the sustainable development goal.
The art gallery portrays the 17 colors of the Sustainable Development Goals. Various ministers develop projects in which the SDGs are explained. According to UN representatives, this is a good start to achieve these goals. In Suriname, there is also an easy method developed to playfully get children interested in the importance of the development goals. Apart from that, it's not just young people who have to understand the goals. The theme Leave Nobody Behind indicates that the total global community should get acquainted with the development goals.
So the Sustainable Development Goals were developed for everyone. They're meant to touch all parts of society. And with the goals, with the Agenda 2030 being 10 years away, the UN and anyone who mobilizes the SDGs sees children as a core component of it. And that's why we actually organize this gallery, because art is a language that speaks to everyone, children and adults. And so we figured if we can create an interactive world where you can learn about sustainability, you might motivate people to make change in their community.
And the SDG Art Gallery in Fort Zeelandia was opened until Saturday. Before concessions are issued, preliminary archaeological research should be done first in the relevant area. The importance of this issue was once again addressed after the discovery of pottery shards in a Shell concession in Alliance. The found objects are from the pre-Columbian era, of which not much is known. Archaeologist Irene Meulenhoff will examine the shards to determine the age of this discovery. And in the Koroni district, there was also an archaeological find last month. This consisted of bones, broken earthenware, and graves. After excavation work, it turns out to be an old native settlement from the 16th century. And in our last item for today, after the celebration of its 15th anniversary, the management of the backlot says to be satisfied that the 10 Minuten Jeugdjournaal, a news program for the youth, has made a substantial contribution to Suriname. In the field of information to the youth, the Jeugdjournaal had many success moments, and the team continues with the plan that was set out for the program since the beginning. After the anniversary party, we spoke to the driving force behind the Jeugdjournaal, Henna Drijbar. Apart from informing the youth about what's going on in Suriname and in the rest of the world, young people also learn about the cultures and lifestyle habits of others. There is a noticeable increase in the interest for this youth news blog. Not only in Suriname, but also in other countries, a media platform for young people has been set up to discuss difficult issues in an easy manner. The youth is then given the opportunity to further discuss the topics in their circle of friends. In this way, among other things, the general knowledge of young people can be improved, and also it can contribute to better school performance. At the national broadcaster, the STVS, an episode of the Jeugdjournaal is broadcasted from Monday to Friday around 7 p.m. In most cases, the responses show that a topic or several topics grab the attention of the young people. Drijbar says that to stay exciting and catchy, a think tank is needed full of creativity and a sense for news to find a way what fascinates young people. And for the week, the 28th of October until the 15th of November, the Jeugdjournaal will be broadcasted via channel 8.2 between 7:15 and 7:30. And this has to do with the World Cup football under 70, which is broadcasted live. That is all for the local news we have today. Tomorrow we'll be back with a new edition. Join us then. Bye-bye.